into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Yankees taking on the St. Louis Cardinals.
And now,
all right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
St. Louis Cardinals.
All right, first pitch coming up. And on the hill in this one, Andre Palante. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Digging in, number 93. The pitch. Fastball in for a strike, and we're underway. And the right-hander deals. That misses, and it's 1-1. That clips the corner. Headed down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. 1-2 here. Up the middle. Gathers and throws to first. One up, one down. Take a look at the lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
If they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Hard ground ball, base now. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now in there for a strike at the top of the zone. And a pitch.
That's the ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Volpe over at first with one away. Palante throws over, and he's back in there.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And the righty deals. Clips the corner. That is strike two. And another ball. The pitch. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Well thrown. He can't take it out.
Batting the left number 24.
Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. That's in there. 0-1. Just missed. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Man at second. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Here comes a pitch. And it's even up. knocked on the ground a second. Gorman throws on to first. And that is that. The Yanks lead one. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab, Garrett Cole. What do you have on him?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. The shortstop takes the ball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Fastball for a strikes the count. And there's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to wait for first.
And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. Checks over to first, back safely. That's outside, and it's 1-0. Runner at first with no outs here. Just missed. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Fly ball down the line and a foul ball. To third. Off balance feet. There's one. On to first, double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And there's a ball.
1-0.
Two out, space is empty. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And a base hit up the middle. And that keeps the inning alive.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
And here it comes. On the ground to short, Volpe. Tosses to first, and they get Arenado for the out. And that is that. Through an inning, no score here on the show. And we're back. Here's the catcher, number 79.
Number 79.
Palante back to work. Hopped up under this one. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Oswaldo.
So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera. There's a strike. Second inning here, no score. And a good eye there.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boo. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Righty to the plate. Line drive. Gone.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Two outs, base is empty. Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. That one misses. Ball 1. And there's a foul ball. That one off the mark, and the count is even, 2-2. Stays alive. And now it's 3-2.
Okay.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Man at first. Now it's the right fielder. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Two outs. And a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. In the dirt. Now 1-2. Got him looking. That's out number 3. One left for the Yankees. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that one clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. And he deals. Now he breaks his bat. And quickly one away in the second.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely soft ball, bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Right through there for a strike. One out, base is empty. Just missed.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And another ball. That one misses. 3-2 down. The wide to kick the pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to put out some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on the shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Runner on the go. Fought off foul. Man at first, one away. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Duke Ellis. Palante back to work. And that's outside. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Wouldn't chase that time. And a pitch. And he grounds one to the right side. Gorman gets it to first. And one away in the top of the 3rd.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the DH. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Foul ball there. And down on strikes he goes. And there's 2 away.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure. Hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Volpe takes low. Second trip to the plate in this one. Volpe, a former Gold Glove winner, 22 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. And another ball. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
So a man aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Now moved to first, and he's back safely. Missed inside with the curve.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Volpe leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
2 outs. Got him swinging. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's Nolan Gorman.
The second baseman.
Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Late with the swing there.
1 and 2.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting ninth.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals.
Scott.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out.
I gotta think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
So the lineup flips over. Mason Wynn, the next to hit. Chisholm makes the play, and it's out number 3. Redbirds down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jason Dominguez. The wind of the pitch. And the slider just misses.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down.
Now batting. Number 79.
Here's the Yankees catcher now. Lied out his first time. That just misses. And that's ball 1.
No strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next pitch is outside. And another ball. Righty delivers.
Strike 1. 3 and 1.
That one finds the zone. Counts full, 3 and 2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And he walked him.
Thank you, mate.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
1 gone, runner at first. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second. Throw into third. The tag out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Ball 1, no strikes.
1-0.
Cabrera off of first with 2 away. And that one clips the corner. Falls behind 2-1. Just missed.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And the pitch. In the air, out towards left center. Sizes this one up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. The Yanks lead 1, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ball. And now, Lars Newbar. The pitch. That one missed.
You know, these Cardinals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Now back.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
John Rivera.
There's the strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Good eye in that spot. And the pitch. That one the other way. Makes the grab. 2 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1. This to third. Peraza. In plenty of time to first, and they get Arenado for the out. St. Louis goes down in order, and down in order go the Cardinals. Still no score. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, number 94. The pitch. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
And a curve misses outside.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Next pitch is outside.
2-2.
They won 95 to finish him off.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate, but with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Line drive, base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long for it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Number 93 in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ellis leads off first with 1 away. Malante checks the runner.
he's in there.
Ellis back on a dive. walks and deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge.
1 ball.
And a count 1-2. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Left-hand hitter waits. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Grounder might be 2. Over to second for 1, and that's 2. So they've been held scoreless through 5, and we still have no score. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. The right-hander back to work. That one well upstairs. 1-0.
You know, these Cards just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a leadoff double in the 5th.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side, headed out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Here's the catcher to hit. Ivan Herrera worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Just missed. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. And here's a slow roller. Chisholm throws to first in time, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not enough, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That's in there. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Right down to shoot, and the count is 0-2. One away with a runner at third. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You have the infield back. All you got to do is just put the ball in the play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
So 2 down now, and here is Nolan Gorman. Late on that fastball.
No ball. 1 strike.
Two outs with a runner at third. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
And the right-hander deals. Just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that one is inside.
It's a good take.
And this is inside. score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Fouled off. He was late.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next one in the dirt. Ground ball left side. Sends it across to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Outside, Chisholm, a former All-Star, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. That one backed up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Andre Palante will depart, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Gordon Graceffo.
Number 44, Gordon Graceffo.
Go ahead run on base. And now Jason Dominguez. And ball 1. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Pickoff throw. Chisholm dives back in safely. Right-handed reliever. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Pereira sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Pitch out, but no action. And a pitch. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1 strike.
Chisholm off of first with 2 away. On its way to the corner, and that's a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals.
2-2.
Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball to left. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And the Redbirds bullpen comes through. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. No score. And we're back. And stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. A wind in the pitch. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Late that time, it's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Win in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. And the righty deals.
Nope, I'll do.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. This one popped up and a foul ball. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And he chases a high fastball there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Wouldn't chase that time. That one missed. Now 3-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away. You get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
The 3-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
This one high in the air to left center. Ellis sizes this one up, nabs it, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. The wind of the pitch. That one ripped. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Here's the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, a good first pitch changeup there. In order to be effective, you've got to really sell it. Good arm speed, and it's got to be down in the zone.
Outside, and the count is 1-1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Slider misses outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
In the air, left field. 2 away now.
Now back. Right fielder.
And now the right fielder. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
In the air to left down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. And he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now up for St. Louis, Wilson Contreras. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. And that's too high. And another ball.
You get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but wind just absolutely killed it.
Nolan Arenado. Next up for the Cardinals. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And that drops in for a strike.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
1 down, base is empty. On the ground, right side, Chisholm. On to first, and they get Arenado for the out.
The left fielder, number 33, Brendan.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. 1 for 2. Down the line, Dominguez on the move towards the line. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Pitches in the dirt, and 1-1. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Yankees going with a pinch hitter, Aaron Judge.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Graceffo back to work. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
The pitch. To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity. And he came through for his club right there.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. And here's the Yankees pinch runner, Cody Bellinger. And now the DH, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
The pitch. And that one fouled off. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
At the belt and fires. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a 1-2. And another ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Move to first. And he deals. In the air, right field. And there's one away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Now at the plate, Anthony Volpe. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that's outside. Ball 1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Arenado. Off balance beat. There's 1. And that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we still have no score. Now into the game, Cody Bellinger. He'll be patrolling center field. And now the catcher comes up to him. Ivan Herrera.
The catcher, Ivan Herrera.
And here it comes. Movement in the Yankees pen. Mark Leiter Jr. up and loosening in the pen. Loaisaga getting cranked up as well. Righty to the plate.
And he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The line to kick the pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Alec Burleson. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Strike 1.
1-1.
And that's down and away. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's downstairs and outside. Nolan Gorman waits on deck. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting yourself. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. And a good eye there. Two outs. That misses, and it's 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Off the mark there, and that's ball 3. Victor Scott up next for the Cardinals. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
Strike. 3-1.
Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals, Michael Ciani. The runner on first with 2 gone for him.
Now playing center field, number 22, Michael Ciani.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
And the pitch. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. The pitch. That one misses, and that is ball 1. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Left-hand batter waits. And another ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Kicks and fires. The other way. Nice grab.
Make a great catch like that. It's
staying in the game. Now up is the Yankees DH, number 93. The wind of the pitch. That one clips the outside corner, and away we go this afternoon.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Here comes the 0-1. And it skips in the dirt. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a pitch. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now Anthony Volpe. First pitch just misses. And the right-hander deals. Gets him to chase after that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Herrera takes it in for the out. And there's one down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agent.
Runner on the move. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Righty delivers. And that one is lifted in the air. Nootbaar snags it.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 24, Jason Dominguez.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jason Dominguez. Check on the runner.
He's safe.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Makes the catch, inning over. One left for the Yankees, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and our starting pitcher here today, Garrett Cole.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers, just missed. Right through there for a strike. That one missing inside. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. There's a strike at the knees. Wynn aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And a pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. That's through there for a strike.
No ball, one strike.
Kicks and deals. Swinging a foul straight back. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
The 0-2. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The pitch. And there's a ball. Hit hard on the ground is short. Tosses to first, and they get Arenado for the out. That's the inning. So one left for the Cardinals, scoreless after one. And we're back to the batter now, number 79.
Number 79.
Palante back to work. Line to left, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. In a scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
At the plate, Oswaldo Cabrera. And a curve drops in for a strike. No score here in the second. The 0-2. Hard hit left side. Zips it to first. One out in the second.
Batting seventh, the third baseman. Oswald.
Now the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. First pitch, and he just misses. And a strike in there.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Gorman hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting it, the right fielder, Ismael Munguia.
Here's the rookie right fielder. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
No strike.
And he gets tied up right there.
1-1.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Man on second, 2 down. That's outside, and a count 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Man at second. Got it. Breaking ball clips the outside edge.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job at getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. wind of the pitch. Just missed.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
And another ball. That misses the zone. 3-0. And there's the automatic. That one hit to right. Hauls it in for the out. One away.
Batting six, the catcher.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Ivan Herrera. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one. And that's in there at the knees.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one upstairs.
It's a good take.
One down, base is empty. Chases the high curve, struck him out. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
And first offering is fouled off. Fastball for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Next offering misses, and it's 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Wouldn't chase that time. And another ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Good job to fight that one off. On the ground, Chisholm. The throw to first. Third out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back on to the third inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Duke Ellis. The wind of the pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That misses, and the count is 1-1. And the righty deals. Just missed.
2-1.
Fouled off to the right. The 2-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Donovan makes the grab, one down. And next is the designated hitter, He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. And that one missing low. Top of the third, no score. And a foul ball. That one out to right. Nootbaar on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now back. Shortstop. Anthony Volpe.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. First time up was a pop out. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The pitch. In the air, right side. Nootbaar makes the catch, and that'll do it. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Nolan Gorman.
The second baseman. Nolan Gorman.
Cole back to work. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That one lifted to left. On the move. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the center fielder,
Victor Scott. Next up for the Cardinals. Scott, in his rookie season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. That one fouled off. That's to third. Throws to first in time.
Up next to the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Strike on the inside corner.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And a pitch. Caught him looking for the K. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. And we're still knotted at 0. On to the 4th. And here is Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Here comes a pitch. Line drive to short and caught.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. There's a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Ball 1 there. for a strike.
1 ball.
4th inning underway, no score. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Number 79.
And here's the catcher. Doubled in his first AB. There's a strike. The 0-1.
That's out the corner.
In the air, center field. Sizing this one up. And makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Bottom 4, now the number 2 hitter, Lars Newbar. The pitch. There's a strike. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Just missed. And a swing and a miss.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Three-two. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here comes a 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake the team up with the free pass.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Wilson Contreras.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Righty to the plate. And that one fouled off. Newtbar gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And he deals. And a ball evens the count.
He's going off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Cuts and misses. That's a strikeout. Here's Nolan Arenado. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
One now. And a foul ball left side. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Popped up. Volpe takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
The lefty, number 33, Brendan Donovan.
And up next next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Flied to right his first time.
Nope.
Inside, just missed. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next offering is in for a strike. And he chases that one below the zone. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. Left-hand hitter waits. Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first, and that is the inning. The Cards leave one, and we are still scoreless. Ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time. Next one misses, and now 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Bounce to third. Arenado tosses across the first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. So up next, Oswald Peraza, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Outside, 1-0. And there's a strike on the outside corner. One down, base is empty. Out towards left center. In and to his right. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That misses the zone, and 1-1. And that's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And now here is Duke Ellis. There's the strike.
1-1.
And here it comes. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. All tied up. We're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. And we still have no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. The pitch. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And there's a foul ball. The line to kick the pitch.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
1-2 now. Stays alive. Kicks and fires. Hit in the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
The batter, the designated hitter, Alex.
So now here's the DH, Alec Burleson. Grounded out his first time up. Misses outside, and that is ball 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, and there's 2 away.
Now that second baseman, Nolan.
Now it's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Fly to left his first time. And that's down and away. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Inside, just missed. And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now that center fielder,
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On to Jazz. And that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. No score. And we're back. Top 6. In now is the Yankees DH, number 93. Palante back to work. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Left-hand batter waits. That one not close. And the count's full. Goes down looking.
He's just got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Anthony Volpe now at the plate. Up the middle. Win. Now the throw to first on the run. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Chisholm up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Chisholm, a former All-Star. 26 years old, and he was born in the Bahamas. The 1-0. Headed down the line. Donovan tracks it down for the out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now, and we still have no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6. And the batter now, Mason Wynn. The pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1.
You know, these Cardinals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
And that just misses.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Oh, the throw is wild. Around first, heading for 2. Round second, digging for 3rd. And he makes it all the way to 3rd. So a costly throwing error there.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Fastball for a strike. And a count 1 and 2.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
At the belt and fires. Foul ball still a 1 and 2 count.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next pitch is outside. With the go-ahead run at 3rd here in the bottom of the 6th. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Comes a 2-2.
3 and 2.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Ripped to 3rd and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
So digging in, Wilson Contreras, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First offering, and it just misses. Wynn stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. And a good eye there.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And there's the strike.
2-1.
That one missed.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters.
Nolan Arenado to bat next. 3-1 is on the way.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Righty delivers. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And the righty deals. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout.
Now
you can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Arenado.
Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. That one catches the zone. Strike one. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. And fouled off. And a pitch.
1-2.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Two outs.
That's
Wouldn't
the ball.
chase that time. Misses. And now 3-2.
That's a really good take.
Brendan Donovan into St. Louis on deck circle. Runner at third, 2 away. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
2 outs, runner on first. Stepping in, Brendan Donovan. In there for strike one. And that one is inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Next offer in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And the pitch. Not even close there. Now 1-2. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. inside and it hit him. And now the bases are loaded. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Now 1-1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
2 outs. Bases are full. And a pitch. And another ball. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
I thought he'd bite right there.
And a pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Garrett Cole is done in this one. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Tim Hill gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Two outs.
Now
bases full. Next to hit, Nolan Gorman.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Jonathan Loaisiga, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Leiter getting loose as well. Bases loaded, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 2, and the Yankees nothing. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. The wind of the pitch. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now, this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
On the ground to third, slings it across, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. The Yankees looking to rally.
Number 79.
Here's the Yankees catcher now. 1 for 2. There's a strike. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Nootbaar hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The batter, the first baseman, Oswaldo.
Next, the switch hitting first baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
The Yankees trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses. 1-2 to count.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Hauls it in to end the inning. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott.
Victor Scott.
As the lefty gets to work, and a strike on the outside edge. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Back to the top of the lineup, Mason Wynn. Next up for the Cardinals. Scott on at first, nobody out. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And in foul ground, he pulls it down, 1 out.
The batter, the right fielder.
And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. And a foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. This one lifted in the air, left field, and that is foul. Foul ball still 0-2. The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner takes off. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
The batter, the first
Now
baseman.
one for St. Louis, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And that is cut on and missed. And that's strike 1.
If he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And the 0-1. Chopper to second. Chisholm sends it to first, and Contreras is retired. And that will end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Yankees nothing. We go to the 8th. Now here is Oswald Peraza.
Oswald Peraza.
And the right-hander back to work. Just missed. Kicks and deals. Fought off foul. And a 1-2. That's a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
batter, right fielder, Ismael.
Here's Oliver Marmol towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change here. Andre Palante done for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Jojo Romero comes on now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Aaron Judge. A runner at first for him, nobody out. There's a swing and a miss.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.